What's up, Guardians? I've had a lot of questions about No Land Beyond and how to use it effectively since posting my last video, which was the No Land Beyond Defender build. And a lot of people have been saying they really just struggle using this weapon. So I figured I'd drop a couple just more tips on using No Land Beyond and also what it's good for. So all these clips here, you'll notice they have one thing in common. None of these clips are sped up. This is real time. And you'll notice that I have to make really quick, sudden, sweeping adjustments on No Land Beyond in order to get that headshot. So all of these, be it vertical compensation or horizontal compensation, or even a mix of the two, which is often the hardest shots to pull off, you'll see that I always have to make adjustments with the sights on No Land Beyond. So one of the things that No Land Beyond is great for is actually forcing you to learn how to make quick adjustments in order to get headshots. Because the fact of the matter is, when you snap in, your sights are most likely not going to be on someone's head. And usually, if you don't get that shot off in time, and you don't get that headshot off, then you're likely going to get pushed pretty hard and have to switch to your primary or try and have to make a play happen. So oftentimes, you just simply find yourself getting outgunned because you didn't make adjustments quick enough. So perhaps the greatest side effect of using No Land Beyond and learning how to make those quick sweeping adjustments is that it's going to carry over into you using sniper rifles in standard Crucible. You're going to find that you're going to be a little bit more accurate with your drag scopes and your quick scopes with regular sniper rifles in the Crucible. So let's look at this shot, for example. Now here it is in real time, and look how quickly that happens. That's a really fast adjustment that you have to make. So how can you possibly get used to doing this? Well, first and foremost, you have to recognize where your sights are when you quickly snap in. And I'm pretty far off. I'm low to the right, so I have to sweep up left. And one of the things that people do wrong is that they wait for the perfect sight picture. They're not pulling the trigger in time. Sometimes you want to actually be a little bit early on the trigger and trust that the aim assist is going to give it to you. Because as I'm sweeping, like I'm already pulling the trigger at this point, and I'm sweeping up, and look how close I am to the head. And I pull that trigger, and you have to trust that the aim assist is just going to give it to you. So you need to get used to just forcing yourself to drag your sights as close as possible, and trust that the aim assist is going to give it to you. Just go ahead and pull that trigger. Don't wait for that perfect sight picture. And you'll see, like with these two snipes here, that's going to carry over into your drag scoping with regular snipers in the Crucible. And the thing about these drag scopes is that people are often intimidated by them. They look at these shots and they think, man, I'll never be able to do that. The fact of the matter is, it just comes with practice. You have to force yourself to practice your drag scopes. So when you scope in and you're a little bit off, just think, okay, sweep and fire, sweep and fire. Don't wait for that perfect sight picture. And the more you do it, the more you're actually going to get some muscle memory so that you can just naturally do this. And your hand-eye coordination is going to be greatly improved the more you work on these kinds of shots. So it's something that you definitely have to be proactive about. And some people say, no, you can't teach that. That doesn't come with practice. That's just something that you can do or you can't. And I respectfully disagree, because I used to not be able to pull off drag scopes very well. I was very much a point-and-shoot shooter when I first started playing competitively back in Halo 3 days. And these drag scopes, really, you had to be able to do them in order to play competitively in some of these playlists in Halo. So I actually forced myself to practice doing these drag scopes, just even in campaign mode on Halo. And the same applies to Destiny. The more you actually force yourself to try these drag scopes, the more muscle memory you're going to get, the more natural it's going to be. And you may not be a really good drag scoper when you very first start out and start practicing. In fact, you're probably going to be pretty inaccurate. But it comes with time. It's something you have to be proactive about. And I do think that it's something that you can grow to learn. It's not just a skill that you're born with or you're not. I don't think that's true at all. I think that there is natural talent that people have when it comes to video gaming and hand-eye coordination. Yeah, absolutely. I think there's natural talent, and that's a big part of it. But that doesn't mean that you can't learn it. Not at all. You can actually train yourself to become better at these things. So you just have to make the conscious decision that that's something you're going to do. This was a fun jump shot I got with the No Land Beyond. This was a snipers only run we did at Trials. Now, another thing that people ask about is how can you fire so quickly with No Land Beyond? Because here's how it typically fires. You shoot, you cycle another round with the bolt action, and they're like, how are you firing so quickly? Well, you may not be aware, if you initiate a reload and then sprint, it resets the cooldown. So you can fire much more quickly, as you can see here. So a lot of people were asking about that, and that's how you do that. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, and feel free to let me know how your practice goes and how your improvement, what that trajectory looks like for you. Thanks, guys.